All right, guys, something a little different today. We are going to be driving through Fairfield County, Colorado. It is a map that was put out by Dutch Mountain, and it was put out about 11 months ago, but it was just edited last week, and it's got a couple different things in it that I think are really great for people that are looking to explore this map. And this is one of my favorite maps. It is probably my favorite map if we're talking about starting a company from scratch and I just need some open area to start it. And I'm also humbly in this map. Look at this, the herd billboard. I connected with Dutch Mountain. He had told me that it was nice to see that I was using the map. We had a couple conversations, told him how much I liked the map. And now I am in the map. And yes, I'll stop saying the word map. Either way, this is the delivery spot right here for the stores in town. As you can see, some bread. There was a diner back there. And now we are going to turn left and head over to the grocery store area. And that's right beyond here. Of course, the bowling alley you can make deliveries to as well. Got a nice fire station over there on the right. We are going to cut both of these cars off and somehow not get in an accident. But here's the grocery store area. There's a laundromat way over there to the left. And if you're going to make the grocery store delivery, we are going to go around the back. And there that is right there. So we'll continue on with our tour. And I think where we're going to go now is I want to take a right out of this shopping plaza, and I'm going to take us all the way over to the west side of the map. And that is where you will find some production facilities that we are going to end the video on. But we are going to take a look at the forest real quick. And as I said, I like this map because it's got open spaces that you can start your own farms on, and they seem to be like good open spaces, concrete spaces and things like that. So I really enjoy that part of this map, but I do want to take you all the way out here first. And when we do that, I just want to drop some random knowledge here for you guys on this map. First, you see that we're passing a car. That is part of the traffic network in this game, and I always love when maps have traffic in them. It makes it just much more realistic, especially if you have a town in your map. So I do like that. Sticking with the cars, we will also see Colorado license plates in this. There are Colorado license plates. You're not going to be able to catch one right here on the Flintstone Mobile, but you know, the Rock would probably crush that anyway. Now, in addition to the traffic system, we also have a train system set up in this map, so you can move your materials around the map faster using that if you so choose to. Now, there's the forest right there. It's got some roads going in and out of it, and we are going to take a left here. This van probably hates us, but we're going 30, okay? Now we're going to take a left here. This is the edge of the map. As you can see, I left the map open. We are going to head up to the very top northwest part of the map. That will be the last thing we do in this tour, but here on the left is just one of two examples on this very road. It is an open space, and if you wanted to be a logger, this would be a great spot to start a logging company. Use your creativity and build your own space as opposed to buying or downloading many mods that would already be put there. And even if you do download mods, you know, put them in different orders over here and make your own yard the way you want it to be. I love this. And this is one of the reasons why I love this map so much, is because there are spaces like this everywhere on it that if you want to use your creativity, if you want to build your own business, it's a great spot to start. Now, speaking of great spots to start, over here on the left, this field is probably the place that I've started the most save games on in my personal time. You want to build a farm, this is where it's at. You're not going to have any problem with running out of land, I wouldn't think, or at least for a very long time. You just put some buildings out there, plow up some fields, and you're ready to go with your own field. And it's the size of the forest, which is insane. So I really like that size field over there on the left. It's as big as you ever want it to be. And if we can stay in our car, then maybe we can get through this tour. Now, after the disruption, as long as we're talking about fields, there are 26 buyable farmlands in this map. 30 small and medium-sized farm fields. There's 3 forest areas that we just seen, and 1 empty plot of land to create from scratch, which is what we just passed. Now, the buy and sell points on this map, there are 13 of them. Obviously, you can buy more mods to put them in and things like that, but 13 is what you're going to get with the base game. 9 production chains, and in the new farmer mode, well, I'm going to leave the new farmer mode until we get to that part. And now we're going to speed this up until we get to the next farm, because obviously you can see how big these fields are. I actually did a save game in the left field over there. I did a contract over there in my time lapse one time, and it took me a while. Let's just say that. Here we are at the new field, or the new farm, should I say, and I just wanted to give you a lay of the land. You see that water is included. You see that the hayloft is included. There's a couple outbuildings over here and a silo. And obviously, as you're seeing this, if this is interesting you, this layout here, you can start putting together what you would look or what you would have in it. But either way, there is a bunker. There's a couple pens here, and you can even put more right here, which is a good expansion project if you'd ever want to. There are a ton of farm fields around you. They're as big as you need them. Promise you that. And now with that farm checked out, we are going to stay on the southern end of the map and then probably work our way up the east coast and across the north, just so you're aware. But for people who have followed my channel, this one on the left is going to be familiar with you. This is where we started the Fairfield County Clothing Company. And yes, we did stay up all night thinking of that name. It was a tough one. Smoke was coming out of the ears. But either way, we did do a save game there. I really like that. 2 entrances and exits, or an entrance and an exit, whatever way you want to look at it. Surrounded by fields, which is great. I like that as well. Did a transportation save game over there, and I also did some fruit over there. So you can do anything, obviously, that you want anywhere on this map. And that is why I like it so much. It is very flexible to your creativity. I enjoy that about this map. Now on to the granary, and it's kind of self-explanatory. I'll do a little 360 around here just to show you all of the work that has been put into all of this, and looks pretty nice. We're gonna head this way. Don't do that if you're in a tractor trailer, but the Flintstone mobile, it can go anywhere except in water. We will sink, but either way, we are going to get out of here. This is where you're going to put all of your grain, in case you didn't know, in case you've never played this game. That is where you put the product. We're going to take a left and head over to the BGA, the biogas plant, if I can talk. And now we're going to speed this up so that we can get around this big spot and look at its planette. That's clever. That is clever. We could have used them in the marketing department of the Fairfield County Clothing Company. But either way, we're just going to do a 360 here. You've seen the BGA before, but this looks great. I do love this. Big open spaces here. Huge bunkers. And that is the BGA. Now we are in the very southeast part of the map, as you can see. And as we head north, we will get to my favorite spot to start a map. But until then, let's take this long road up to there. And still not my favorite, but one of my favorite spots right here. Look at the size of that right there. You can start I mean, that just looks like a transportation company to me that you could put there. But either way, surrounded by big fields, and everything here on the left is playable. Everything on the right isn't, because we are right at the edge of town, or of the map, should I say. But also of town. If you took a left, you would head to town, and there is a big water tower right there that kind of acts as like a Google pinpoint there that will point you right directly into where town is. So I do like that about that. No matter what you got, they will show. But here are more fields. If you catch the map, we are in the middle here of the east side of this map. And we are slowly approaching my favorite spot. And now what you've all been waiting for, this is my favorite spot. And don't worry, I know you don't care, but this is my favorite spot to start on this map. I just like the look of it, really. The bridge, the turn to get in here, the water that you can actually use, pull out of the stream, save some money on buying some water, for instance, for your sheep or your cows or what have you. But the theme of this entire map, look at all of that open space. You can be as creative as you want. You will never run out of land. And if you do run out of land, there's plenty around to buy. And now we're going to stop over here because this in new farmer mode is where you will start. And I want to show you what you start with. This field, pretty nice. Again, a big yard. And you will start off with a truck because there's no way that you could style like we could in the Flintstone. But we are going to get out. I want to get out. I want to show you the tractors that you start with. I want to show you the implements that you would start with. They're all in this building. So let me do that now. Lift this up. And as you see, you've got a stayer. I think, is that right? Stayer? I'm going to get grilled if that's not right. But either way, that and 2 John Deeres to start off with. Got the John Deeres correctly identified, so thank you. And we are going to go over to the other production, or the other building, which isn't that far away. I don't know why I got in the car. I am tired, okay? But we're going to go in here, and this is what you're going to start off with. They're very generous with the rock collector and all this kinds of stuff. We got the water, we've got the fertilizer sprayer, trailer. I mean, you know what all these things are. So, and a big building, which is really nice because you'll be able to put all the equipment that you get, or you can sell all this stuff and start more with a bigger budget, with a bigger bank account, right? Either way, I will continue this tour. Now we head around here and you see that there is a service shop for all of your tractors and all of your implements to get fixed. So that is a good add-on for this map. We've also got a very expensive harvester over there, which is great, a seeder, and just a shed or a shelter to put all of your equipment in if you run out, which is hard to believe with all of the space that you've got here. But either way, you could run out, and if you do, then it's your own fault because there's more than enough room over here to start anything you really want. Now we're going to drive through the hedges because we got no class. Now there's a couple other things I want to show you in this map on our way up there to the north and northwest, I should say. And that is that if you're like me and you're a little weird and you like to just start out in the middle of, say, a forest, or you like to start off in the middle of wherever, there would always be this spot down here, and it didn't have all of this concrete on it, which I'm thankful that they have it now. It's a little bit more of a spot, but there used to just be this spot over here, and I don't even think it had the trailer over here in the first edition, but I would always throw a trailer over here or a tent or something like that and pretend that I was just starting out here. I think that other people did that as well, and we have now got this spot, and I like that. But either way, this is in the middle of nowhere, legitimately. I mean, as you can see, there are no tall buildings around us right now, except for the ones way out there that we're headed to now. And now finally up here in the northwest, and that entrance right there that we just went by is for the feed and grain south. And as I turn here, you will be able to see the sell point. Where is it? Right there, over there. Now where we are right now is the grape processing center. There is a grape processor here. There is also the South Valley Biomass, which is over there. And in frame right now, if you can see, we're headed straight for it, is the cereal factory. So there are a few different options on this map, a lot of things that you can sell, a lot of things that you can do, and a lot of times you'll head up here to sell them. And now the thing that we didn't do the last time we were on this road is actually go into the forest. So that's what we're going to do now. I just want to show you all of the roads. I want to show you all the options. I want to just show you the forest. Now, I did want to take a look at a few other things before we got out of here, and that is the town itself. They did a really good job on this. I really have to say, I like towns that look real. I like towns that feel real. This has got the volume of a real town, and by volume, I mean the houses are close. This looks like a neighborhood. It has a sidewalk. It has houses that are very close together, how they normally would be in an American suburb, which is very good. I do like, I bring it up all the time, but I do like the water tower only because it gives that strong small town vibe that you would see here in America. Also, the baseball field is always a nice touch. If you want to put a baseball field in your map, I'm always going to be a sucker for loving that. But just a few more things that we need to show you here, and one is the big empty space in town. We've all seen the spaces that are outside of town that are by the forest, the huge place that you can put a farm on, the space that I like, that's my personal favorite, over by the bridge, but nothing in town. And this is in town, and this is a lot of money if this were real life, because it is a very big space in town. So whatever you want to do here, you could also combine these two properties if you wanted. You could buy both of them and then use both of them, but this has just got a simple silo on it. It's got a simple garage on it. It's got some water and a house, as you can see, but very nice spots and very open areas. That is, again, the theme of this map. It feels like use your own creativity and put anything you want in these spaces, and I love that. But let's take a look at the livestock barn and a couple other things here before we get out of here. And now headed to the end of the road, and staring us right in the face is a business that I am shocked is one story. I do not know how there is not 7 stories to this building. We have given them personally enough in other series to be that big, but Clever Motors, the guys who make all of the money in town, we're just going to do a circle here because you know what happens, right? You buy stuff from the shop and then it shows up there and you drag it to your own property. It's kind of how this game works. Now, over here on the right, we have the Rent-A-Train, we have the Grain West, we have the Grain West Silo, and we have, for all of you Holstein lovers out there, a dairy. This is where you are going to be bringing your milk quite a bit of time if you are running a dairy on this map, but we are not running a dairy. What we're doing is running up to the livestock barn. That is what I wanted to show you. There is one more road here that we really need to see, and there, well, you know what, we should actually drive through here too. A small change of plan. And now over here you'll have the oil mill, and you will also have the debris crusher. I just wanted to show you all of this in full, that way you weren't surprised when you got over here. And now out of the oil mill and out and away from the debris crusher before they get our tires. And now we are headed down here. As you see on the left, we have got a pre-built farm. That's nice. You can take advantage of that and take care of it. And also you can sell produce over here at the farmer's market. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Let's just do a little U-ey here, or a little trip around. And in the distance, you see the livestock yard. We are used to selling tons of silage at the livestock yard. You can sell bales. You can also purchase animals. That's the main point here. You can purchase all of your animals over here at the yard. And guys, really, that is our drive through here today of Fairfield County, Colorado by Dutch Mountain. What an amazing map. This is one of my favorite maps, definitely. And definitely one that I will be doing a series on here soon again, because I really do have fun playing this map. I will leave the link to the download in the description here on the video. But that is our tour, guys. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I hope that it was at least a little enjoyable. I hope I was able to show you this map. And thanks for hanging out today, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.